Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Dynamo video talking about prize picks for a Monday night football. We got the Packers at Las Vegas here. We have 5 really good picks for you guys as always. In the last video for Thursday night football, we actually hit 5 of 5 picks, a massive 10x if you're playing the flex on prize picks. Pretty insane hit there, so go rewatch that one if you want to check out how we came up with those picks. But essentially we come up with a game script and then build the picks out around that. So we're going to do that for this one as well. Don't know how the Sunday night picks are going to go yet, but did the same thing for the Sunday night picks, recording this one before that game's actually even started. But if you are playing Monday Night Football and you're not on Thrive, you're leaving some free money on the table. 100% deposit match up to $250. If you deposit at least $25, you get a free square here. Devontae Adams over a half receiving yard for new users. So definitely check it out with the link down below. It'll also be the pinned comment to check that one out. Same thing as prize picks, actually higher payouts and free money, free square here. So for the first pick in this game, I'm going to go to Jordan Love, but actually going to go to his rushing yards here, 13 and a half. Pass yards, I kind of like as well. I do like the Packers in this game. We're going to hit the rush yards here on Jordan Love. Again, I said I was going to come up with a game script here. The game script, they have Vegas as 2-point favorites, over under 45.5. So it's supposed to be a close game, fairly high scoring as well. I would actually take the under on the points here, and I think the Packers are going to win. So I think the score is going to be more like 21 for the Packers and 17 or 18 around there for the Raiders. So more on the Packers, maybe 21-22, Raiders 17 or 18. So I'm going to build this one out. So I think we're going to take a good amount of unders here, but I like Jordan Love on the rushing. Honestly, a good running quarterback. We could see has hit it in 2 games against Detroit. Tough matchup, tough defense to run on, especially for quarterbacks. Detroit, I know they shut down someone before as well. So definitely going to like Love better this week on the rushing. Checking them out over here on Outlier, which is a free tool with a free trial. If you want to check it out, it'll be linked down below. Pretty cool tool that you can see here. You can see the rushing yards of 13.5. This one got up to 15.5 at one point. Started at 11.5, but now 13.5. So getting a bit of savings here. You can see obviously not too many games of experience for Jordan Love here, but so far in 2 of 4 games has hit it. Tough matchup versus Detroit where he didn't get it, and I guess they probably just didn't have to do that much against Chicago here. They won by 18 points. But I think Jordan Love definitely is going to get loose in this game here. And then the next guy we're going with, the Packers. It's hard to tell this receiving game, but I think it's pretty clear from the first 4 weeks that Romeo Doubs is going to be the lead receiver here. And Christian Watson is kind of like a big play receiver who's not heavy on volume, but obviously he's only played 1 game and didn't play that many snaps, so we may see a snap increase from him, but I think Romeo Doubs, who's gotten more snaps every single week, is going to be in for another big game. 47.5, taking the over in this one for Doubs. You can see in the last 2 games, absolutely smashed it, 73 and 95. Now he gets another good matchup here. Snap counts for Doubs, week 1, 48% of the snaps, then saw an increase in each of the last 2 weeks, 76, 86, and 88. Christian Watson was finally back in the lineup, only played 46% of the snaps. I think he'll see higher amount of snaps in this one, but I think they're kind of like still playing it safe with Watson here. The guys that saw the biggest decrease in snaps of wide receivers, Toure and Heath, so those guys are basically out of the conversation here. Heath saw 0 and Toure only 19%. And we did see a slight decrease here from Wicks as well. So I'd rather go to Doubs. I think that's safer in this one, especially while we don't know how many snaps Watson's going to get. I'd rather go to Doubs here. I think that's a safe pick. For the next pick here, we're going to use OddsJam, another tool with a free trial that you could check out. Then you get 25% off after if you use code Dynamo. That'll be linked down below. Jaden Reed here, one of their favorite picks, under 37.5, and because all these other sports books, FanDuel has them at 33.5, and all these other ones have them at 35.5. So we do get some savings here. I think Watson will cut into Reed's snap count a little more this week than we saw last week. So I'm going to be taking the under here on Reed, 37.5. We just get the savings here, you know. We could see this one drop a bit, and I do post these in the VIP for you guys who are in the Discord VIP. I post these before the video comes out so you can get in on these lines before they change here. The next one I'm going to is Josh Jacobs, under on the rush yards, 72.5. This is a high total, believe it or not, for Josh Jacobs. And I was kind of surprised while researching this one at 72.5. You know, minus 115, minus 119 on Caesars. So we could see, though, when you open this one up, in his last 10 games, 7 times he's gone under this total, but in his last 7 games, 100% have gone under this, with only one game where he was really even close here when he hit 69. He needs 73 in this game. Like I said, I expect the Packers to actually win this, is how we're building out this game script. So I would be going on the under because I think that the Raiders are going to be down again. We can see rush attempts, you know, hasn't seen the totals he was seeing in the middle of last year when he was getting 20 plus a game, 22 plus a game. So it's just way down here. And unless he breaks a big one, which he hasn't had any big runs, his longest rush on the season so far is just 10 yards. Pretty sad. And then, I mean, even last year, he didn't have that many games with a rush over 20 yards. So I just don't think the carries are going to be there. Hasn't had any breakout runs longer than 10 yards all year. So it's been really bad for Jacobs. He has been getting involved in the pass game, but this is strictly a rushing prop here. So we're going to take the under on Jacobs. And then an interesting one here. I'm going to A.J. Cole over 4 punts. I think 4 is a pretty safe number. You know, he hasn't had that many punts at all this year, 3 and 1. But I'm going to this game script here. I don't think the Packers have a great defense as far as forcing turnovers, which has, you know, allowed Cole to not punt that much because Jimmy G threw a bunch of interceptions. I think he may even lead the league in interceptions, but I think Jimmy G can take care of the ball better in this one. But I don't think the Raiders' offense is going to be electrifying kind of out of nowhere. In this one, like I said, I expect the Raiders to score under 20 points in this game, and I think we're going to see a lot of punts here from A.J. Cole. Jacobs has not been able to move the chains really, so we're playing off Jacobs having under rushing yards here, and the Raiders not scoring 20 points. I think Cole 4 is pretty safe, could even hit 5 here in kind of a lower scoring game than people are anticipating. So that's going to be my 5 picks here. If you guys are playing in this Monday night matchup, definitely play on Thrive. You're going to get that deposit match 100%, and then free square Devontae Adams when you deposit at least $25 that you can just throw in there for free. Also, if you guys want a free trial over here of OddsJam or of Outlier, there'll be links down below for the free trials to take advantage of that. Now just do a quick recap of the packs. We're taking the under on the points total and definitely the Raiders total. So I think Jacobs is still going to struggle in this game. Hasn't been getting it going all year. Pretty easy run defense here, but I still think he's not going to hit it. A.J. Cole on the punts. Plays into Jacobs, struggling again. Then we got Jaden Reed. I think Watson's going to tap into some of his snap count share here, which isn't going to be good for Reed. Also, I don't think this is going to be a huge offensive game, but I do think Romeo Doubs, who's had, I think, 73 and 90-something receiving yards, is the clear number 1 target. Has seen his snap count go up every week, even with the return of Christian Watson. So I like Doubs. Jordan Love on the rush yards. You know, I think kind of these offenses are both going to be struggling for yards and big plays in this game. It might be kind of an ugly game, so I think Love can get out and run. He's had some pretty big rushing games. I think 23 yards, and the other one maybe it was even 40 rush yards. I could be wrong on that, but I know 2 of these games he's gone well over the rush yard total, and I think he'll have another big one in this one. All right, so if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely check out the links down below, Thrive, and all the other free trials. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys in another video.